Hey guys, I was sent the Nova Oura Ring to do a data comparison with my Oura, which I've been wearing for the last 4 years. I wore both of them on the same hand for the last 60 days, and the results have shown some clear differences. So let's get into it. Starting with heart rate variability. After 4 years of wearables, it's the one that I pay the most attention to, and I spent 2 years with both a Whoop and an Oura, and those two track really nicely with each other. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for the Nova Ring. The data was pretty erratic, going between 50 and 122 in the first week, and spiking occasionally throughout the 60 days. There are different ways you can measure it, but true HRV is unlikely to be jumping around like that, so we'll call this one a fail. A similar metric is resting heart rate, measured overnight, and supposedly this is quite a simple task for a wearable. Again, Oura and Whoop were almost perfectly aligned. The Nova R was consistently lower and only had a moderate correlation, so this is another fail. It's not all doom and gloom. Next we'll look at step count, a really nice correlation here, 0.97, with Oura about 15% higher. I didn't know who to trust, so I did a few additional tests. First, I took exactly 1,000 steps, and they were both really close to the true value, so it seems like other movements are being misinterpreted as steps. I then did some interval runs where I estimated my step count to be around 2,000, so Nova seems to be underreporting running. Finally, circuit training, which only involved around 250 actual steps, and in this case, both overestimated it. My exercise days are consistent, and if you split my step count by day of the week, my two non-exercise days were very closely aligned. So the difference seems to be coming from those exercise sessions, and neither are perfect, so I can give this a pass. Next, we'll look at sleep. Sleep is a tricky one. I've watched the quantified scientist who compares wearable data to polysomnography, and it's clear that you're accepting some loss of accuracy from wearables compared to the gold standard, but that is a trade-off for the added comfort and convenience. Total sleep duration should probably be the most reliable, but again, the Nova R was overestimating my sleep, giving me a whole hour more than Oura, and looking suspiciously like it's just failing to detect any wakeful spells, with Aura's time in bed only 9 minutes longer than Nova's total sleep time. I confirmed this by checking a night where I was out of bed looking after a sick child, and Nova barely even registered it. So we have our third failure. To finish, there are two scores you're given every day, your sleep score and your recovery score. I'm not sure how the Nova recovery score is calculated, but with the exception of one morning, it gave me a score between 82 and 87 every single day, and was completely unrelated to Aura's readiness score. The sleep score had no correlation to Oura either, and why should it, since it was giving me between 7 and 157 extra minutes of sleep per night. So overall, if you're looking for anything other than a step counter, you're probably better off looking elsewhere. This was primarily a data comparison, but I will touch on a few other features of note. The app seemed like it was trying to copy Aura's display prior to their latest redesign, but the data was generally well laid out. The recovery score is displayed alongside a summary provided by their AI health model that like to keep me on my toes by occasionally reporting in Chinese. The battery also drained in around 3.5 days, not the 5 days it advertises, despite turning off any additional features like blood oxygen during sleep. The Nova R is currently available for $179, and I strongly recommend you do not go out and buy it. The main selling point is supposedly the lack of subscription fees, but when it fails to accurately report heart rate variability, heart rate, or sleep, it's hard to see the value in it. Thanks for watching.